Picture this. You got a plan in life, you're working towards a goal, you're motivated, you're into it. And then wham, all of a sudden, you get a challenge. But it's not a regular challenge. It's a challenge that keeps coming up. And you messed up and you feel the pain, you feel discouraged, you feel sad, you feel frustrated. How many times do I have to deal with the same problem? It keeps coming up and I keep messing up. And then the worst happens. You start to get a little bit doubtful. You know what? Am I going to make it or not? Am I going to be successful or not? Maybe I don't have what it takes. And then you start to feel a little sad. Now that is poison for success. What you've just done is you've allowed the challenge that you have to put you in a bad emotional state. Why is that so bad? Because when you're in a bad emotional state, you see the world as bad. You see your life as bad. You see the situation and the possibilities are closed. And you say, I just can't do it, and you give up. And that is death to your dreams. You want to avoid that. So what do? I'll tell you something incredible. First step is to recognize that my emotional state radically affects the way I view the world. You see, you don't see the world as it is, you see the world as you are. I'll say that again. You don't see the world as it is, you see the world as you are. To the man who has a hammer, every problem is a nail. If you are in a state of emotional depression, if you feel discouraged or sad or, I just can't do it. You're telling yourself things like that and you feel discouraged. So then when you look at the world, you say, you know what? I really can't do it. Because you see the world in a state that's impossible. You see your situation as, I just can't do it. I don't have what it takes. So the first thing you need to do is realize, you know what? It's a lie. It's not true. The way I'm looking at the world now is not accurate. It's based on my emotional state. So recognize this is not a true picture. It's just an illusion. Now, there may be challenges. That's true. But this is not an accurate way to look at the world. So that's the first state. Don't trust your take on your situation when you're feeling sad. Say, you know what? I'm sad now. I'm depressed. I'm nervous. I'm worried. I'm overwhelmed. So of course my situation looks sad. It looks worrisome. It looks overwhelming. That's the first thing. It's not an accurate picture. Second thing, don't look at the challenge as something bad, as an indication of I'm not doing so well. Look at it as, hey, these are heavy weights. When you go to the gym, the only way to get big is to lift heavy weights. A guy goes in there and he wants to tone, that's beautiful. He takes light weights, he does a lot of reps, beautiful. But a person who wants to become bigger, the only way to do it is to struggle against extremely heavy weights. You can't hurt yourself, of course, but that's how size is built. It's the same thing in life. The only way to get bigger, to become a better version of what you are, is to struggle against heavy weights, big challenges, things that keep coming up, another rep, another rep, another rep. So when you go into a situation and you feel like, I can't believe I messed up again, the same thing, how could it be? Say to yourself, hey, this must be a heavy weight, and this is going to make me grow. The last thing I want to do is become discouraged. This challenge is my ticket to becoming better. That's what I want. I'm not going to run from this. I'm not going to feel sad because of this. I'm going to feel excited. This is life giving me the opportunity to become bigger and greater and get out of my small vision of the world. And that's a reason to be happy. If you do that and you think like that, all of a sudden the world looks better. It changes your state. And now you suddenly get that creativity back. You get that energy back. You get that enthusiasm back. And you're on your way to being successful. I wish you a lot of luck. It's a hard struggle, but that's what makes us grow. And now to sum up and make it really clear. You're motivated, you're working hard, and then wham, you got a challenge. And the challenge is one that came up many times before. Now all of a sudden, you feel discouraged. When am I ever going to get over this? When am I ever going to get it right? And once you feel discouraged, you see the world in a discouraging way. That's poison. How do you get out of that? First thing, recognize I'm seeing the world in a skewed way. It's not accurate, my picture of the world. It's only because I feel discouraged that I see a discouraging picture. Number one, it's a lie. Number two, realize, and this is the kicker, this is my ticket to becoming bigger. This is my ticket to becoming better. Because the only way to become bigger is to struggle against big challenges. The only way to become bigger physically is to lift heavy weights. This is a challenge that keeps coming up. It must be a heavy weight. That's a reason to be happy. That's going to make me better. That's going to make me stronger, more creative, more energetic, more powerful, more capable of being successful. And I'm not going to run away from it. I'm going to embrace it. I'm going to be successful. When you think like that, then any challenge that comes your way becomes a stepping stone, not a stumbling block. It impels you to a greater future, a greater vision of what you are and what you want to be. And that's a reason to be happy, because you've just turned your difficult situation into a stepping stone. And you know what happens as a result of that? It automatically pulls you out of a bad state, and it's something that would have depressed you and stopped you in your tracks now becomes a springboard for the next step in your future. All the best.